This series is a narrated retelling of the anime episodes, enhanced with inner monologues and strategic commentary, inspired by both the anime and original light novel tone. Hot-headed, loud, always ready to throw a punch. Meet Ken Sudo, who believes strength is everything. But in a school ruled by strategy and silence, that mindset could destroy him. He's not stupid, but he's predictable, and in classroom of the elite, that makes him a liability. Episode 4. We should not be upset that others hide the truth from us, when we hide it so often from ourselves. Trust. In this school, it's a word used loosely and earned rarely. Class 1D is starting to see the truth. Freedom has rules, and every choice is being watched. In Class D, Horikita sits in silence, the newly elected representative, not because she wanted it, but because no one else would take it seriously. Kushida smiles through the chaos. Ayanokoji remains still, always watching. Horikita, cold. I don't need their votes. I only need results. Ayanokoji thinks she believes that, but she's wrong. Chabashira enters the room. She's holding a clipboard and a reality check. She says, "As you've now learned, points reflect performance. Today I'll show you what performance costs." She displays a breakdown. Student purchases, meal upgrades, lounge rentals, frivolous spending everywhere. Some laugh, some panic. Chabashira says, "This is why you earned 0 points last month. Next time, try thinking like students, not animals." Later, Horikita fumes outside the classroom. "They're careless. They act like the system doesn't exist," she says. "Because most of them don't see it. Not the way you or I do," Ayanokoji replies. Horikita continues, "I'm not here to babysit anyone. I'll move ahead alone if I must." Ayanokoji reflects, and she means it. That's the dangerous part. Elsewhere, Kushida gathers a few students. Laughter, games. She offers snacks and warmth. But her smile never fades, even when the others leave. She looks over her shoulder, eyes scanning the room. She's always smiling, even when no one's watching. That's what makes her terrifying, thinks Ayanokoji. Back in class, tension explodes. Sudo is accused of assaulting students from Class C. Furious, he protests. "I didn't touch anyone." "They're lying," says Sudo. But the evidence piles up. Witnesses, statements, a swollen eye. The class turns to Horikita. "Then we prove his innocence. If we don't, we lose everything," says Horikita. Some students resist. One student voices his concerns from the class. "Why should we risk our own status for him?" Horikita replies firmly. "Because if we let them take one of us, we'll be next." Ayanokoji steps forward. Quiet, unassuming. "Let's retrace what happened. Location, time, witnesses, movement," he says. Horikita pauses. She nods. The two begin gathering statements, asking questions, building a timeline. But in the background, the clock is ticking. In a quiet hallway, Ayanokoji crosses paths with the student council president. "You hide your potential well, but you won't fool me forever," says Manabu. Ayanokoji says nothing. Manabu continues, "Be careful. When you stand still too long, the shadows start to move on their own." In the dorms, tension simmers. Sudo passes. Kushida looks unusually quiet. Horikita sits with her eyes closed. Ayanokoji watches them all. Ayanokoji's internal monologue. "The pieces are moving, some faster than others, but none of them understand the full board. Tomorrow, Class D will either rise or collapse. In this school, even silence makes noise, and every move leaves a mark. Subscribe, and don't miss the moment when Class D strikes back."